All right, take two. This is a family-friendly yoga class. So it's for people that don't practice yoga, for young children, etc. So we're gonna do a lot of basics here. So starting with breath, breathe, inhale through your belly. You can be seated on a chair, you can be seated on the floor with your legs crossed. Belly, rib cage, chest, and then take the air from your chest, rib cage, belly, emptying it out. Again, belly, rib cage, chest, and then chest, rib cage, belly. So I'm going to count to keep it nice and slow and nice and even. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. This time let's go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep breathing just like that. You can count if you like to count while you're breathing. Otherwise, just nice, long, slow breaths. Eyes are soft, face is soft, all the muscles in your face are soft. And start with a little meditation. We're going to do a gratitude meditation, and I'm going to make it specific. So everybody's had something to eat today. And so I want you to think of one thing that you've eaten today, and then think of all the people that helped you get that particular food. So I'm gonna use an egg since it's Easter, spring. So thinking about an egg, you could think about, okay, so there are people that take care of the chickens, and they feed the chickens. And of course, there's maybe people who get the food for the chickens and give that to the people who feed the chickens. And then think about how people that gather the eggs, and then they put them in cartons. So some people have to make that carton, and some people have to take that carton to the people that are going to put the eggs in. And then someone has to take the eggs and deliver them to the store. And then somebody went to the store and bought those eggs. And then they brought home and somebody ultimately cooked them. So spend a moment of gratitude. It might have been chocolate, could be eggs. Thinking about all the people that were involved in helping you to eat whatever you ate today. One more breath. Slowly opening your eyes on the next breath. And come to a standing position. Standing position. Just going to do half sun salutations today. So making it a little easier than doing the chaturangas. So there's multiple positions you take. The first one is Tadasana. It's also called Samastitihi. Pressing into your feet, shoulders roll back. Standing up tall, like somebody's pulling the top of your hair and pulling you up to the ceiling. That's the first position. The next one, we bring our arms up for tall mountain. Back up so you can see me. Hands in prayer. You're pressing into your feet. You're looking up at your hands. So that's tall mountain. The next pose we're going to do is forward fold. Soft knees, chin to chest, and come all the way down. Drop your head. Look back towards your knees. Your knees can be bent. They don't have to be straight. Just let your head go. So that's forward fold. The next one is halfway lift. So you can place your hands on your shins, Bring the crown of your head forward. I'll turn this way. You can probably see me better if you're looking. You don't need to look if you know what you're doing. Crown forward, shoulders pull down and back. And then exhale, fold again. Drop your head, crown down. Now we're going to come back up to tall mountain. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands come to your side. So that's half of the sun salutation. Let's do another one. Pressing into your feet. Inhale, arms up. Tall mountain. Good. Exhale, fold down. Chin to chest. Drop your crown. Look at your knees. Nice big fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come on your shins. Crown forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Drop your head. Soft knees, chin to chest. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands come down to your side. We'll do it again. Inhale, press into your feet. Lift your hands up. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest. Inhale, halfway. Crown forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Crown down. And then inhale, come all the way up. This time we're going to add on a back bend. Back bend. So goal post your arms. Elbows are bent. Hips come forward. Inhale, back up. Now we're going to add another thing. We're going to add a twist. So twist your right hand back, left hand forward. Keep your hips forward and look to your side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Left hand comes back, right hand comes forward. Good. Inhale, back. And exhale, hands come down to your side. Let's do that again now. Added the back bend and the twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Crown down, look back at your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown forward. Shoulders pull back. Exhale, fold. Look back at your knees. Soft knees, chin to chest. Inhale, all the way up. Tall mountain. Next, we're going to do a back bend. Bend your elbows. Push your hips forward. Press into your feet. Inhale, back up. And now we're going to do a twist to both sides. Twisting to the right. Inhale, back. Nice deep breaths. Twisting to the left. Inhale, back up. And exhale, hands come down to your side. We'll do one more. Inhale, arms up. Press into your feet. Look up. Hands in prayer. Exhale, fold. Chin to chest. Soft knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shin. Shoulders pull back. Crown forward. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, chin to chest. Inhale, all the way up, tall mountain. Back bend here, bend your elbows, bring your hips forward, hard up to the ceiling. Inhale, back up. Now into the twist. Right hand goes back, left hand comes forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Inhale, back up. And exhale, hands come down to your side. Next, we're going to do some cat and cow. So coming down onto your hands and knees. If you can't come down, if that's not available to you, I think most of you that are here right now, but maybe somebody later will look at this tape. You can do a cat and cow by dropping your belly, pulling your shoulders back on the chair, and then rounding your spine, chin to chest. But I'm going to show it on a mat, because I think most of you are able to do that. So coming down, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Drop your belly. As you inhale, bring your heart up, your tailbone up. Exhale, push, round, press into the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, drop your belly. Head up, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale. And exhale, spine rounds like a cat. chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, round your spine, good. And then bring your spine to neutral. We're gonna set up here for bird dog, which again can be done with a chair or on the floor. So kick your left heel back, lift your legs so your heel's parallel with your glutes. Extend your right hand forward, thumb facing up, and then just looking towards the top of your mat if you're on a yoga mat. I think everybody's got mats. And breathe here for 2. If you lose your balance, you can just put your little toe down on the floor. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and release. Bring your hands down to the mat, your knee down to the mat. Setting up for the other side. Extend your right leg back. Press that heel back, away from you. Bring your toes towards you. Extend your hand, left thumb up. And hold here. Make sure you're breathing deeply. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and bring your hand back down to the mat. Bring your knee back down to the mat. Curl your back toes and lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Drop your head, crown down. So you're looking back towards your belly button. You're pressing your knuckles into the mat. See if you can make your arms get longer and longer and longer. So push into your hands, lengthening your arms. Pull up through your kneecaps to activate your legs. Belly button pulls up. Come up on your toes. See if you can take like 10 steps. Lots of tippy toes all the way up into your forward fold. So walk forward into your forward fold. When you get there, drop your heels. Inhale, stretch your crown forward. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, chin to chest. Inhale all the way up, tall mountain. And exhale, hands come down to your side. Feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to do balancing standing half moon. So arms come up to the ceiling. Let's just keep them in prayer here. So arms flank your ears, hands are in prayer. Push your hands together. Inhale, push into your feet, and exhale, start to go over to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the side again, same side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. One more, inhale. Stretch it. Exhale to the side. Push into your left foot. Stretch your hands. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down into Samasthiti pose. Other side, inhale, arms up. Hands in prayer. Push into your feet. Push your hands into each other. Arms are flanking your ears. Inhale, lengthen. Lengthen your spine. Exhale. Start to go over to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, it's the last one. Exhale, so make it a good one. Press into your right foot, stretch your right hand. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands come to your side. Let's do a half sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Look up, exhale, fold. Crown down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shins, crown forward. Exhale, fold. Drop your head, soft knees. Inhale all the way up. We'll do a back bend here. Exhale. Inhale, back up. And exhale down to your side. We're going to do triangle pose. And if it's hard for you to touch the floor and you don't have blocks, you can use blocks. I'll give you several. You can also use a chair. Chair works great for this. So I'll use a chair today. If you had a block, the block would come back behind here and you place your hand, but I'm going to use the chair for my triangle pose today. Place your hand on the chair. It's kind of right behind your right knee. Straighten your right knee, press into that chair, bring your shoulder open and extend your arm. Look up toward your hand, or if that's hard on your neck, you can always look down toward your foot. Pushing your feet away, make sure you're still breathing. Pull up through your rib cage. Left hand pushing towards the sky, right hand pushing into the floor, the chair, the block, whatever you're using. And then inhale, come up. And we'll do a triangle on the other side. So this time, your left hand comes down either on the floor on a block, or in this situation, I'm using a chair. Right hand on your hips, straighten your left leg, open up to the side, extend your right arm. Push your feet away from each other. So you're pushing that left foot forward, the right foot back. Pulling up, Uddiyana Bandha just means from your pelvic bone, you're pulling up to your belly button. So just up, pull it up. Reaching with your fingers high to the ceiling. Good. And then inhale, come back up. Bring your feet together. Another sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Head drops. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands down to your side. Setting up for warrior two. So bending into your right knee. I'm also going to use the chair here, but option to use a block if you have one to place your hand on. If you have the flexibility to come all the way down, you could do that. Oh no, we're doing warrior three. What am I talking about? I'm doing extended side angle. Forget what I just said. We're doing warrior two. All right, bend into your right knee. Your feet are about 3 feet apart. Arms come up. And then look over your middle right finger. Breathing deeply here. Push your feet apart. Bring your Uddiyana Bandha. Bring your pelvic bone up to your belly button. One more breath. And come up. And you're going to release to the other side. So left knee is bent. Your right foot is angled in at about a 45-degree angle. Press your feet away from each other. Build the pose from the bottom up. So feet first. Knees press back. Uddiyana Bandha, pull up to your belly button. Arms out, chest open. Gaze over your middle left finger. And then nice deep breaths here. For 2. 3. 2 more breaths. Straighten your leg, come up, bring your feet together. Sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop your head, look at your knees. Soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into a back bend. Inhale, up. And exhale, hands down to your side. Warrior one. So I will add the chair in here too if someone wants it. So step your left foot back. And I'm going to show it with a chair how you hold on to a chair to support yourself. Right toes are pointing forward, right knee is bent. Left foot is angled in about a 30-degree angle. Put your hands on your hips, bring that left hip so it's square with the right. And then inhale, bring your arms up. So in this position, your left knee, try and stack that over your left foot. So it's going to want to come a little bit in, but push it out, push the left knee out, but then push the left rib cage forward. And then lift your rib cage up. Press your feet away from each other. Gaze can be forward. It can also be extended above you. Hands can be in prayer. Hands can be at your heart. Let's hold here for 2 more breaths. Good. Step forward with your left foot and place your right foot back. Bending into your left knee. Again, take that right kneecap and push it out so it's over the ankle as much as possible. And then bring your right rib cage forward. Press your feet away from each other. And then lift your heart up. Lift up through your rib cage. Pull it up. Stretch it up high. Arms come up. Gaze is toward the ceiling. Hands can be in prayer. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then step forward with your right. Sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chin to chest, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, crown forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. I almost took you to a chaturanga, but we're not doing chaturangas today. We make this nice and easy. Exhale, hands down to your side. Tree pose. So, tree pose is a challenging pose for your balance. So this is where, if you want to use a chair, it's very, very handy to have a chair to use. So I'm going to start with the chair. Take the bottom of your right foot. It can be on your calf. It can also come up. I got hair in my mouth. Sorry. Bring up to your thigh. If you have it up here, mine tends to slide down, so I really have to push my right foot in, press my left leg in towards each other. So staying here, hands can come to your heart. You can extend your hands up to the sky if you want to. Keep pressing into that left foot. Lift your heart up, shoulders back. 2 more breaths. And then bring your right knee in and release. Good job balancing. Other side. Left knee comes up. Place the sole of your foot on your thigh. Staying here with your hand on the chair, or hands can come to your heart. Press your right foot into the floor, straighten your right leg. Push your left knee back behind you. Bring your heart up, shoulders back, hands can be extended. Soft gaze somewhere. Make sure you're breathing deeply. Good, bring your knee in now. And release. Hand to foot pose. So options here, again, you can use your chair, is to bring your knee in and you can hug your knee into your chest. You can also just extend it or bring the knee into the chest. Beyond that, if you want to take it a little bit further, you take your peace fingers, wrap around your big toes, and then extend your leg out. Holding it here, press into that standing leg. Pull your right shoulder back. Deep breaths. I'm using the chair to stabilize me. It's hard for me to focus and balance when I'm talking. And then come out to the side. Holding here. Bring your foot back to center. Release your hands. Put your hands on your hips. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Going to the other side. That's hard, isn't it? I always feel that strongly in my hips, which are not all that flexible. Knee comes up. Option to grab your knee and hold here in this pose. I'll do that this time on this side. Holding or grabbing your toe and extending your leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your knee out to the side or your toe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bring your knee back to center. Extend your legs. If you're holding on your toe, drop it. And just leave your leg there. If you can, point your toes. Press into your right foot. Lift that left leg. And then bend your knee and release. Inhale, arms come up. Sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown forward, exhale, fold. Drop your head, look at your knees, soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands in prayer. Exhale, arch back. Inhale, up. And exhale, the hands down to your side. Figure 4 pose. One more pose is a hip opener. I'll show you with the chair. An option. If you have balance, you don't need it. Right knee up. Take your right ankle over your left knee. And then start to bend into this left knee. And bring your hands to your heart. Find a point where it's challenging. Maybe you can go all the way down and place your hands on the floor. And hold here. If your hands are on the floor, inhale, look forward. Exhale. And then slowly make your way back up. And release. Other side. Left knee comes up. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Hands to your heart. Stay right here. Or maybe start to bend a little more deeply into that right knee. And then bring your hands all the way down to the mat maybe. Find your spot. I'm a little tighter on this side than I am on the other side. Takes me longer to get my hands down. Breathing. And then slowly come up. Left knee lifts. And release. Sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Let's go back bend. Exhale. Inhale. And I'm going to throw in a twist this time. So bring that right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale. Twisting to the other side. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down to the side. All right, make your way down onto the mat. We're going to do butterfly pose. On the chair, I'll just throw this in real quickly while you're getting down to your mat. If you're going to do it on a chair, you do it in two parts. So you bring your right foot into your, oops, let me sit back, into your thigh, and then fold forward. And then you do the other side. But I'm assuming everybody here is getting on the floor. If you're not, that's fine, get on a chair. Chair yoga is really pretty awesome. It's more, more demanding than you would think it would be. So bring your feet together. Using a chair is kind of like using a block. And a block can really help your practice. So bring the soles of your feet together. Knees down to the mat. You can see where my knees come. Not too flexible. Inhale, lengthen. Now we're going to come straight down. Come forward. Elbows stay in. Hands on your feet. And bring your belly button down to your heels. And hold here. Inhaling. And exhaling. For 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release. Take your feet out to the side. Just a comfortable straddle. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands down, forward on the mat. Maybe your forehead touches the floor, maybe your chin touches the floor. But you want your belly button to go first, so lead with your belly button. Pull your heels or your toes back towards you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Press your toes back towards you, heels away. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. And then inhale, sit up. Going over to the side, same thing. Forearms can rest on your thighs. They can come down here. You can rest on the lower. I like to put mine is on the floor next to my shins, next to my calves. So inhale, lift up, and then exhale, start to arch over. Keep your left arm flanking your ear. It's not real important that you touch your toes. What you're trying to do here is open up your spine, your rib cage on the left. Press your left sits bone into the mat. gonna wanna lift. Resist that. For 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, come back up. And go over to the other side. Forearm down onto the floor, or you need, if that's too big of a stretch, just place it on your leg. Right arm comes up, lengths your ears, stretch your spine long before you start to go over. 2, 3, 4, 5, stretch, and fall into it. Inhale, come back to center, and release. Bend your knees. Coming into boat pose here. So bend your knees push together. I'm gonna place my hands behind my thighs, and then start to walk my feet back towards me, and then lift my feet. Maybe staying here, supporting my thighs. Maybe extending my legs, but keep your knees together. Pull up, pull that belly button high up. Maybe extending your arms. And then release. Cross your legs, twist your hands, and then push yourself up off the mat. And release. Let's do one more boat pose. Again, knees together. Chest is up, shoulders are back. Pull up pull your belly button up. Walk your feet back. Lift your legs. You can stay here, supporting your back of your legs. You can straighten your legs. You can extend your hands. Do what works for you. Don't go beyond the point where you can do it. If you're finding yourself putting way a lot of effort into it, it's probably not good for you. It won't help you. You gotta do baby steps. Go ahead and bend and release. Cobra pose. All right, so coming down to the mat. Come down onto your belly. Walk your hands back so they are parallel with your rib cage. Elbows are in. Press into the tops of your feet. Notice your knees come up. Pull your belly button up off the mat. And then inhale, bring your heart up. And then exhale, release. Doing that again. Press into the tops of your feet. Belly button lifts up. Press into your hands. Inhale, come up. See if you can take the pressure off your hands though. Use your rib cage to draw you up. And release. Again, elbows in, press into the tops of your feet. Knees lift up off the mat. Belly button comes up and in. Lift your heart. Take a breath while you're lifted. Inhale. And then go ahead and release. Let's do one more. Tops of your feet into the mat. Elbows in. Inhale, lift. See if you can do 2 breaths. Stay up for 2 breaths here. Inhaling. Another breath in. And then go ahead and release. And make your way onto your backs. Setting up for bridge pose. So I don't know if anybody has dinner at 6 or whatever. We're gonna go just about 5 minutes longer because I think we started about 5 minutes long. So coming down onto your back. Hands down to your side. Walk your feet back. So they're as close to your glutes as you can. And then make sure your feet are about hip width distance apart. So if you drew a line down from your hands, your shoulders, that's where your feet would line up with your hips and your shoulders. Press into the heels of your feet and inhale, lift. Coming up for bridge. So lifting your hips up, then take your hands underneath your hips, interlace your fingers, and then try to get your shoulder blades underneath you. So you might need to just kind of walk them in a little bit. Keep pressing through your feet, lifting through your hips. And then exhale. Go ahead and release to the mat. Rest for a moment, and then we're going to do one more bridge because one's never enough. We really should do 3. Should we do 3 today? Yeah, let's do 3. Okay. It's my cheat sheet, so I kind of follow a plan somewhat. Once again, walk your feet back to your hips if they've wandered. Knees are going to stay in. They're not going to flail out. Press into your hands. Lift your hips up, and then bring your hands interlaced underneath your hips. Walk your shoulders in, and then lift your hips as high as you can. 2. We'll go to 5. 3. Press into your feet. 4. 5. Go ahead and release. We got one more. Actually, I just changed my mind. I want to do, instead of bridge, it's a back bend, we're going to do reverse tabletop. So for that, you're going to have to come up to a seated position. Should have taken you there first, but I didn't. So for reverse tabletop, your feet are in front of you. Your fingers are pointed towards your feet. About, a foot or something in the back of your glutes. Setting up the upper body. Roll your shoulders back. Straighten your elbows. Press into the heels of your hands and then lift your hips up. Look at the ceiling and hold here. Keep lifting your hips. Press into your heels. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and release. And now come back down to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug them tight. And then release. Grab the outsides of your feet for happy baby. So pull your thighs down. Soften the muscles in your face. And then go ahead and release. Straighten your legs out. Interlace your fingers and stretch, full body stretch. And then release your hands down into Shavasana. And while you're in Shavasana, I'm going to read a poem to you about gratitude. So go ahead and relax, let everything soften, muscles soften, bones soften. Notice your face. That's always the key for me to relax. Just let everything go in my face, let my skin grow soft. And this poem is by Carrie Newcomer. Every night before I go to sleep, I say out loud 3 things that I'm grateful for. All the significant, insignificant, extraordinary, ordinary stuff of my life. It's a small practice and humble. And yet, I find I sleep better holding what lightens and softens my life ever so briefly at the end of the day. Sunlight and blueberries, Good dogs and wool socks, a fine rain, a good friend, fresh basil and wild phlox. My father's good health, my daughter's new job. The song that always makes me cry, always at the same part, no matter how many times I hear it. Decent coffee at the airport, and your quiet breathing, the stories you told me. The frost patterns on the windows, English horns and banjos, wood thrush and June bugs. The smooth, glassy calm of the morning's pond, an old coat, a new poem, my library card, and then my car keeps running despite all the miles. And after three things, more often than not, I get on a roll and I just keep on going. I keep naming and listing until I lie grinning, blankets pulled up to my chin, awash with wonder at the sweetness of it all. And now roll over onto your sides and slowly come up. We'll all meet in a seated position. For our final prayer, take your thumb and your index finger, put them together, arms straight out in front of you. Gaze at the tip of your nose. May all be well with mankind. May the leaders of the earth protect in every way by keeping to the right path. May there be goodness for those who know the earth to be sacred. May all the world be happy. Namaste. Thank you for coming and joining me. Just keep it on. Spreading the love. Giving yourself some love. We'll get through this, right?